Hi guys, my name is David, and in this lecture we are going to learn together how to build a real estate platform so the real estate agents and the users can use the application, and the real estate agents will be posting their properties for sale, for rent, and other users can log in and browse through the properties and communicate with real estate agents to arrange an appointment for viewing or to purchase the property. So I'm going to do a short demonstration here what the end result is going to be like. So right now I'm running it on my iPhone 6s, and let me switch to my application here and do a short demo to you so you can see what we are going to build together. So here I'm opening the application, and at the beginning we are going to have a recent screen here. These are the latest properties. On the top here we can see let me move my mouse. Here we can see the property title. We can add it to our favorite properties. We can see number of rooms, number of bathrooms, number of parkings. Then we have the price. So each property has this information, and also the image of the property. Then we have the button here. We can filter how many recent properties we can see. Let's say I want to see only 2, and it will update only to display 2 properties. Here I can tap on the start button, and it will add to my favorite properties, and you see the star changes the color, so I can see that it's in my favorite properties. Then by clicking on the property I'm interested in, I will be loaded with the screen where I can browse through the images. I can click on the image, it will enlarge, I can zoom in, zoom out, I can slide, do anything I want. I can actually even share the image here, and I can click done or just slide down, it will disappear. Here I have some information about the apartment. I have the title on the top here. Then I have the price. There are no information for the number of square meters. I didn't put anything. This is just a dummy thing. So we have the balcony size, nothing. Bathrooms 14, which kind of strange, but it's okay. Title deeds, central heating. These are no. We don't have anything here. We have description, which currently there is no description. It's just a text description. The user can put description. Also, once our apartment or property has a location, coordinates on the map, we are going to display here at the bottom the map where the property is located. If we click on the plus button here, this will allow us to create a new property. We will give a reference code for the property, which is good for each real estate agent to have its because they have some kind of database by themselves. So when you are contacting them regarding any property, it's easier for them to find the property by the reference number than if you say that I have seen some 3-bedroom apartment, can we arrange a meeting? Alright, so we have the title, we have number of rooms, bathrooms, property size, balcony size, parking, floor, address, city, country, advertisement type, which is we can select one of the options here. Available from, this is again we are going to say the date if we want to, which will show when the property will be available. Build year, again we have some options to choose a year here. Property type, we have like apartment, house, villa, land. You can add your own if you want. The price, the ones that have asterisks next to them, as fields are mandatory. And we have short description. Our user can type anything. We can switch on or off some of the features. And at the bottom here we have 2 options to use the current location of the device, or we can click on the pin on the map, which will open the map here. We can zoom in to any place. We can drop a pin. If we hold long enough, it will drop a pin there. So once I click done, the coordinates of the pin will be registered, so we can add it to our current property. We can choose pictures here. I'm running my iPhone now. Or you can take a pictures, or you can choose pictures from your gallery. For example, I'm choosing some pictures now, and this will add 5 pictures to my property. And once I click save, it's going to save the property. Then if we move to my favorite properties here, I'm going to see that I have one favorite property because here I clicked the star button. Again, if I click on the property, it's going to bring me to the same place. We have a callback button here on top. When we click on it, it doesn't call to the real estate agent who owns this property, but it will send him a notification that some user is interested in the property. So let's say I can actually click here and it will remove the property from my favorite properties. And if I go to my properties here I will see all the properties that my current user has put as for sale section. And here on top left we have a notification button. So if I click on the notification button, I will see that my current user, who is a real estate agent, I have one notification from user 3 with the last name last, and doesn't have a mobile number to display, but he is interested in my property with the title cert, and the notification was sent to me on 22nd of October 2017. I can drag this to delete, or I can keep it here, so I can contact this person, this buyer who is interested in my property. Then I can here I have my properties. I can click on the menu button here. I can edit my property. I can mark it as sold, which will put a sold mark next to it. I can mark it unsold, like available, if I were meant to change the status. Or I can put this to the top properties. I can promote it. So you see now it has a top ad next to it. And if we go to the recents, my top ad property will be the first to display, even if the user search for something. So in order to put a property in top ads, I have here my user profile with the information here, and also I can change any information here. I can add, I can delete, I can update it. You can see I have coins here next to my user photo. I can also actually update my photo here. So in order to put a property in top, every time you put a property in top, it will take 10 coins from you. So if you don't have a coins, you are going to purchase them. So I say buy coins, or you can save changes once you have done any changes here. Or you can say, here it says that I am an agent already. If you are a normal user, you can buy agent promotion here. So every agent can post unlimited number of properties, while normal users can post only one property for sale. So the agent feature is going to be based on subscription, and I think it's monthly subscription, and we are going to put a different price here depending whatever you want. Or we can buy coins. For this to buy coins, because right now my application is in sandbox mode, it says just confirmed for in-app purchase, and that I'm going to buy a purchase of 1 coins for $2.99. Actually, it's not 1, it's 10 coins, and I need to put a password. I'm going to click cancel now, because for this to work I need to log in as a test user, because the application is in some test mode now. Right, so if we log out, now my user is not logged in, so I'm just a guest user here. I can see all the features here. I can search. I cannot add a property, because let's see, when I'm coming to add a property, it's asked me to register to the application, which I can do by a phone number or by email. I have just a short register there. Then in favorite, again, if you are not logged in user, you cannot see the favorite properties because there is nothing to register there. And my properties, same thing. It's going to ask you to register or log in. All right, another thing here for the search, we are in search view here, and if I click on search parameters, here I will be able to put like what I want to search for. Advertisement type, I want to get something for sale. The property type, I'm looking for an apartment. Bedrooms, let's say I want 1 plus. Everything else I will keep empty. So click done, and it brings me back how many properties? We have 3 properties, and the top ad is actually the first one to display because the real estate agent is paying for it. We have to display it the first. So these properties, these are all 3 properties that match my search parameters. All of them are more than 1 bedroom. All of them are flats, and what else did I have there? Yeah, and these are for sale, not for rent. So let's say I want something for rent, not for sale. Property type, I want an apartment. Let me see if there is anything here. It says your search didn't bring any results, so actually there is nothing for rent actually, which is a shame. Let's just say we want to rent a house, maybe. There is something here. No results here. So I guess all my properties are under the sale part. Alright, so this is the application we are going to build together. You can see all the features of it. For the application, for login and registration and everything, let me open my browser here. And if I go to my console.firebase, we are using Firebase for user authentication to save our users to upload all our pictures. Let's go to our database here. This is my user. We have our storage here where we are uploading all our pictures of our properties. Also, we will be saving all our notifications here if we have a notification. Like, let me bring back my device here. Like, if I go to, okay, now I'm logged out, the notification part there. All right, and in order to save the properties, I'm actually using for this one the backendless. The reason I choose the backendless for saving the property here, which is only the table for property, is pretty simple. First of all, backendless gives some free options to use. It's very good for the new developers who are just starting to grow. Other ones you have to pay in advance. And the other feature, which is actually the main reason I moved to use the backendless for displaying the properties, is because backendless is working based on SQL search. So Firebase is really good backend, but when it comes to search something, it's a nightmare to search something there. While backendless, when we want to search something, we can just use MySQL like search, and when we are searching, let's get back here. When we are searching for property, we give all the values we want here, and all the searching will be done in backendless side, which is the server side, and our user will get only the properties we are interested in. So the server does all the filtering and send us only the required properties. While for Firebase, it's not really good search features that Firebase provides. So we can do 1 or 2 filters, and then we are going to get a bunch of properties which we need to filter out on the user side. So we are going to download a lot of unnecessary information from the server. We are going to use the internet traffic for this. Then we are going to use the mobile processing power to start filtering out on the device side. So for this reason, I used backendless, which does all the quick filtering on the side and returns only the properties we want to see. All right, this is it. if you liked my application and if you want to build it with me, go ahead and subscribe to my class. I promise we are going to have fun building this application. I just wanted to apologize for my voice. I'm kind of sick when I'm shooting this video, so my nose is closed and I'm coughing a lot. So this is the application. We are going to build it from the scratch together, and as usually I'm explaining every single line of the code. Don't worry if you are not familiar with anything. We will go through together. You will learn everything. We will build our application from scratch, and once we are done, we are going to actually upload it to App Store, so our application will be live on App Store. The good thing about this application is, as a platform, once you learn how to do this, you can utilize your knowledge on anything. I mean, if you want to sell cars, if you want to sell, I don't know, mobile phones, anything, or you can have everything at once. You can have like small sections outside, for example, a real estate, a motor, um, some kind of toys or anything. So each user can select this part and go in depth to the future advertisements posted here. And also the users can log in, register, spend some money on your application to promote their products, so they will sell for shorter time than usual. So if you are interested, again, subscribe, and hope to see you in my class. Good luck.